What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Rev Report. Today we'll be looking at a 2019 Porsche Macan facelift. This is the standard no badge Macan. We'll be looking at the interior, exterior, special features of this car. Obviously the exhaust note, how it drives being a Porsche, and the technical specs of its engine, the gearbox. Let's go. Heading over to the front, as you can see, this car is in very nice blue metallic color. It's got these full LED headlights along with the daytime running lights at the bottom. I believe these are daytime running lights as well as those four corner lights inside the headlight module. This also comes with the front parking sensors, which are very nicely hidden, so you can't really tell where they are. So if you look at here, you can't tell where the sensors are mounted, but pretty much there's here and then they're along this plastic fake air vent here. So this has a front camera as well, which also is capable of the 360 panoramic view. This also comes with active air ventilation. As you can see, these are vents that actually open up when needed. This car also comes with 19-inch alloy wheels on each end. It also has cameras mounted under the side mirror on each side, so cameras all around the car, basically on the mirrors, at the rear as well. This is all to compensate for the 360 panoramic view system that this car includes, and also the top view, which allows you to park pretty straight in a car park space. So it's all very useful and practical, and it just makes up for the price you pay for privilege of owning a Porsche. Coming to the side profile is pretty much what you'd expect from a mid-size SUV. Actually, this is pretty similar to an Audi Q5, although I believe this one's more sloped, the rear roofline. It's no mistaking it for anything else but a Porsche, so it's definitely a Porsche design. You just look at I don't like how these air bumps are here, the plastic along the door on the sides on both doors. I feel like this gives it a more Peugeot or French SUV like look. Comparing it especially to the C4 Cactus, if anyone has seen those, you know what I'm talking about. However, the door handles are pretty much Porsche. There's no mistaking it for anything else. As well as the side mirrors. Side mirrors, I believe, would look like an Audi's side mirrors, but then again, it's a sister brand anyway. So opening the boot, it's an electronically operated liftgate. So we'll just press this button and it will open up on its own, roll up. As you can see, it's got an adjustment so we can press this button to close it and to press it again to keep it at the one spot. So press it again. It does have a pretty decent boot size for this size of car. It's pretty decent, and yeah, I wouldn't fault it anywhere. So I'll let you know what the size of the boot is in the video itself. Underneath the plastic cover, we've also got space saving, I believe. So we've got a space saver spare wheel. Very much looks like a race car spare wheel. We've also got the first aid kit and some tools there to assist you for any emergencies like that. And so yeah, we've got some storage in here and also a light here. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and close the boot with the button. This also comes with all the new active safety features that new cars come with, including the active lane keeping assist and emergency braking. This specific model comes with the Volkswagen Audi Group 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine. So it's named the EA888. I'll just show you under the hood now. So this one comes with the longitudinal mounted inline 4-cylinder turbo, which is also found in many other Volkswagen Audi Group cars. As you can see, there's an Audi badge there. Wouldn't be surprised if underneath this you find a Volkswagen badge as well. So it's basically a parts bin engine. You can find this in the Golf GTI, the Tiguan 145 TSI, I believe, and also the Passat, the higher models with the petrol engines. So this engine in the Macan, the 4-cylinder petrol turbo, makes 185 kilowatts and 370 Newton meters. And to this specific car, it's mated to a 7-speed PDK, or as you call it in long, Porsche Doppelkupplung. It's basically the Porsche version of the DSG, or the dual clutch automatic gearbox in Volkswagen Audi models. However, the Porsche version is much more tuned to be driver focused, so it's more responsive and it's much quicker to shift even in manual mode. This also is mated to send power to all 4 wheels, so it's an all-wheel drive system. So as you can see, this is also a clamshell hood design, which is really nice to look at as well. Just looking under the hood of the 4-cylinder Macan, as you can see, there's a heap of space. Like, you can literally see through to look at the road underneath. So it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty amazing. So you can even see the gearbox. Wow. So there's heaps of room down in here. I'm guessing it's because it's the same shape and the same chassis as in the Macan GTS. So that one would just have the bigger Porsche flat 6 engine. So obviously that one would be much quicker. This one is rated at 6.7 seconds for the 0 to 100 km/h time. And yeah, it's just a really sweet thing to drive as well, as you will see later. So coming into the interior of the Porsche Macan, pretty much a very nicely appointed interior. It's definitely a Porsche inside. It's got very nicely built door panels. No branded speakers, but these speakers actually sound really good for what they are. I mean, you are paying a decent amount of money to get this type of Porsche, so it should be good, right? You've also got these nicely appointed switches. Just clicking the buttons is such a nice feeling. Like, they feel very clicky and very solid. Like, it doesn't have any rattles or squeaks or any softness to them or looseness. They're very tight. You've also got these buttons here. So this one actually opens the boot, as you can see. So that button at the driver's door only opens the boot. You cannot actually close it. I believe it would be a safety feature because obviously if you're opening it from the driver's door, you wouldn't be able to see what's going on back there. And it's pretty true, you can't really tell what's going on back there, especially with these blacked out tinted windows. The seats at the front are all electric. The seats are so comfortable in this car. Like, they're so nice and soft, but they're also really high quality when touching them. Very nicely padded. I believe these are Napa leather seats. When closing the door shut as well, it's just it has that nice thunk to it. Very nice steering wheel, very nice to hold. It's also got these very nice aluminium paddle shifters, which just feel amazing to press and to use. But this being the 4-cylinder GTI engine Porsche Macan, I wouldn't really go hard on this. But then again, it does have the PDK, so it would be pretty nice to use. So this has analog gauges, unlike most new cars these days, except for the one which is a circular screen at the right hand side of the complete gauge instrument cluster. This also has a very nicely laid out infotainment system. Being the facelift, this has the updated Porsche infotainment, so it's really nice to use, very intuitive, and it doesn't have all the clunks and the complaints that people complained about earlier. Going down to the side of the driver's side, to the right hand side, you've got the light switches here. And you've also got this fake key that you can actually use to start the car up. So this is how you usually start the car up. The key, the physical remote key, actually stays in my pocket. So it stays with me here. And then you just start the car with this function there. So yeah, the interior just feels very premium. Once you actually look at it in person, it's very much very basic. There's nothing complicated about these buttons. So basically from here upwards, these are all your AC. This is your AC control panel basically, including here, apart from this button, which is your indicator hazard lights that turn on, and this is your hill descent control. So yeah, I think as soon as you realize that cars normally have this many buttons just more laid out on the face of your center console, then this is very easy to get used to. 2 cup holders here and some space here, I believe, for your key as well, and actually it's a power outlet. You've also got a glove box here and door pockets on each door, and some space there. And you've also got actually a SIM card slot, 2 USB ports and an SD card slot in the middle compartment here. Once you switch the car on, so now it's on the ignition, it actually brings forward the seat because it has the comfort access on. Once you switch it off and you open the door, it will roll back for you. So now let's jump in to the rear. So going into the rear, it's also very comfortable here. It doesn't have any adjustments though, but it is a very spacious back here. You've got 2 USB ports down here and a climate control that you can actually control from the rear, including the temperature. So it's very well appointed here, I'd say. It doesn't have any ambient lighting though. So I would have thought that they would have had this recess for the ambient lights, but no, actually there's no light in there. Surprising. But then again, it is a Porsche, it's meant to be a more elegant car, so that would make sense. This also has the full moonroof, but it doesn't open the whole moonroof, it just opens the first half, the passenger and driver's half. It's got a very nice door panels at the rear, as well as the door pockets on each side. Yeah, my mate actually is much taller than me, and he's adjusted the driver's seat to his liking. And don't forget that the driver's seat has also rolled backwards for the comfort access, which is on. And so yeah, I still have plenty of room here. However, keep in mind I am 5'6". So I'm not the tallest of the tall, and that's why I might be very comfortable here. Otherwise, yeah, this also has the middle armrest here with some cup holders and the reading lights at the rear as well. And these are some very yucky off-white lights, like they're completely the old style whites. Let's go around to the front. Let's just turn on the lighting for when we open up the doors. Nope. So these are the lights when you turn them on. So it's not the nicest, it's definitely not modern like at all, but hey, I mean, other than that, what can you say about this car? It's just such a wonderful car to be in. And yeah, it's got these nice cool lights, at least reading lights, very similar to the W204 Mercedes, where it has these color lights and then cool white LED reading lights for the front at least. And so yeah, and that's pretty much it. Shall we take it for a drive? I think so. Let's go. So handling wise, this car is really tight for what it is and its size. Braking performance actually is decent as well. So we'll just go on, I mean, there's no difference because this car's turning left as well. And if you press the brake all the way, as you can see, it holds the brakes for you, which is a pretty nice feature as well. I mean, being a Porsche, you would like comfort and performance in the one package, right? So the way that Porsche have engineered this car with the 4-cylinder is really neat. Like, it's so comfortable. So we'll just go opposite to where the bus is going. We'll just go this way as well. Yeah, so handling wise, for what you get, I will put it into sports mode. We would like to get some of those DSG, or sorry, PDK farts as well. So we'll step it into manual. No cars, okay, that's fine. Just turn to the right. So it has these sweet upshift noises, aka DSG farts or PDK farts, whatever you want to call them. But yeah. And then once you get off the throttle, it also has that turbo flutter noise. And the PDK is just so smooth. Like, it's something else compared to a normal Volkswagen DSG. They've really tuned this to Porsche's like specific liking of their own cars. Like, look at that, downshifting, absolutely no jerk whatsoever. That's so good. I mean, what do you expect when you spend more than 100 grand on a car, right? Even if it's the base Macan, it doesn't matter. Like, it still has that Porsche DNA, it seems. I know a lot of you Porsche enthusiasts are gonna cry and moan about me saying this. You know what? Comparing this to Mercedes, this has so many similarities. Because, like, don't forget, they're literally neighbors. I feel like the upshifts, as soon as you change from second to third, that noise you get with the farting noise when you upshift disappears the further you go up the gears. Yeah, and just standard mode like this, it's very smooth. Steering feels really nice and sharp as well. Like, you can feel where the wheels are going. So it is really nice to drive for an SUV. I reckon this car would be really good for the family that has a bit of money and also that don't have enough space or are looking for an all-rounder car with the right sporty handling and also the right practicality. Although this doesn't have 7 seats, but it does have that SUV, like it is an SUV at the end of the day, so it has the boot space you need as well as the rear seating space, as well as the booster seat. We'll just hear the PDK again once more. Never gets old. I reckon it's pretty good. Buffering noise. Yeah, we'll just roll the windows up again. It's nice how it still has that really analog speed dial as well. Like, it's very racing-like, as Porsche should be. No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. So just looking at the 3D system, 3D camera system in this car. This is what it looks like. So as you can see, I've done a pretty crappy parking job looking at the top view camera system. This is the front of the car, as you can see. Then you can also get the rear, the sides, panoramic view of the front, the rear, and just the top. So yeah. All right, go. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hope to catch you all in the next video. Cheers and have a good one.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, seriously? Thank you so much guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on this video, and as always, please let me know. Oh, God. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. So going into the rear of the car. Oh. So they feel really nice, really well supported for an SUV of this caliber.